Okay, this internet stuff has really, really started to penetrate people's minds and make them believe that what they see on the internet is real. Now, with that said, as an artist living or trying to work in this new digital world, you yourself become like this human commodity type digital product, right? So, if we think about a digital product the way we think about a product in the grocery store. Now, back to what I was saying about like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay. I don't give a fuck what, like, I don't care. You can love the man forever. Just do it all behind closed doors. Because the general consensus on Jay-Z and those like fucked up Clifford the Red Dog looking Basquiat dreads is that he cramps your style and you are still a star, and I would like to consume the digital product that is Beyonce without the joint deal. You know, it's like when you go to Costco, it's like, you know, buy tampons and hot sauce. What? Now, when we have the digital product that is Lil Nas X, like, he's just fucking lost in the sauce. Like, this is the Christ shit. Like, oh, God damn it. Like, come on. Who is advising you? It's clearly not anyone who really wants to see you succeed. Like, you know, there are some very, like, vampiric people in this industry that will latch on to a kid star and, you know, tell them to do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. Ultimately, out of just, like, some secret jealousy and, like, weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we've got this new digital product called Lil Nas X, and he's supposed to be representative of, you know, black men's, or like black boy joy, you know, freedom, all of that. When we did have a Mickey Blanco and nobody paid attention, I was paying attention and I was trying to tell you niggas, like, wait, no, this motherfucker, no, Mickey can rap. Like, fuck the gay shit. Who cares? Who cares? This nigga's nice, you know? But that went over people's heads. It might have gone over his head. So now we have Lil Nas X. Just for aesthetic reasons, I don't care what you do in your personal life, it would be very great to see you not with the white bus. You know, like using like the black guys as the dance up backers in a jail scene. No, that's not where it needs to go. You know, young little black boys need to see examples of black men being in love together. So even if Tyler and Lil Nas X fucking hate each other, for the sake of the culture and for the sake of little boys just like you two, I think you guys should be a couple. Yeah, just fucking, so what? PR, plan it. But yeah, no. The white gay influence on like the black gay hip hop culture has gotta go. It's gotta go. And I know it's like these little like white gays that are like making you think you could fuck with me. Okay, so in the jail scene, you've got on like the cheapy EXO uniform. Okay, your first breakout hit was like a ripoff of Licorice. The last, like, and you know what's so funny? I don't understand these new artists that think that by devoting their chance and opportunity to make a mark on the world needs to be devoted to trying to undo the marks I have left on the world. I don't understand the logic, you know, like, Azealia Banks is a national treasure. Yeah, you got to make your mark. And it's like, case in point, like, this is like Doechii, girl. Like, girl, first off, I don't really think anyone thinks your music is impressive. So that means you need to go back and you need to discover who you are as an artist. These weird kind of like Robin-esque, like, do. Like, I don't know why everybody associates that sound with me, because I don't have any songs. I don't have a single song that has that synth on it, right? And so let's reel it back. Let's reel it back to maybe like 2014. Kendrick Lamar is in Billboard. He's having this like interview, whatever, and it's all over the fucking place. So I actually had the pleasure of meeting Mike Conception, and Mike Conception, he just kept reiterating about how angry Kendrick Lamar was that I checked him. You don't get up. You don't get to say in a time where, because you remember the end of Obama's presidency, there was a lot of kind of just, yeah, like there was a lot of excess killings of black people, or maybe they weren't excess, maybe they've been happening, and sometimes they don't get reported, but the police were obviously trying to antagonize Obama, and families were being broken into pieces and all type of shit like that, right? And in that situation, your black ass, you do not get to get up there and say something stupid like, well, if we don't respect ourselves, how can we expect respect from white people or the cops? Like, just the very notion that you are trying to get, or that you were trying to get black people to accept responsibility for this compromising position that we've been put in, and accept responsibility for teaching adults how to be decent fucking human beings and not murderous criminals, was insane. And then as far as it goes for self-respect, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to make monolithic statements like that, especially when you're okay with a white woman calling herself a runaway slave master on your song. Speak for yourself, nigga. That's what I said. And I remember Mike Conception was just kind of like, yeah, Kendrick wants an apology. And I was like, well, he's not getting one. He's not getting one. So, TDE, Kendrick Lamar, they have, like, I guess, been broiling with this anger for so long, and they find this kind of like ugly version of, well, she's not even a version, she's just ugly. And I hate to call a dark-skinned girl ugly, because she just is ugly. She'd be ugly if she were light-skinned. They find this ugly girl and they try to sick her on Azealia Banks. So, okay, so if I'm a woman with self-respect, right, and I'm listening to men basically tell me that they are too afraid to fuck with Azealia Banks, so they need me to go fight a bitch for them, I'd be offended. Like, I'd feel stupid. I'd feel really stupid. Like, wait a minute. So you guys don't care about my talent and, helping me develop myself? Like, you just want me to go do work that you're too afraid of? Like, yeah, sis, that's what's happening. They don't really like you. They don't really like you, girl. And when you don't get the job done, because you're not getting the job done, if you did your Azealiology homework, you'd like, if you really did your Azealiology homework, every time you come out with something, like come on, you got to look at that. Every time you come out with something, they mention me and not you. That's crumb. Yeah. So again, when you don't get the work done, they are going to drop you. And, you know, very precious years of your 20s will have been spent trying to fight battles for pussy ass niggas. And like, it's not even like they're spending any bread on you. Like, listen, I'm about to, yeah, I need to send you a cheap XO box, because, sis, honey, it's like, you know, we gotta get them blackheads, and we gotta get the sebum off your face, and, you know, just, like, exfoliate a little bit. And yeah, we've got the Lucky Lady Luxuries hairline coming out. Like, we gotta get you some better wigs. These men are not even spending good money on you, and you're out here trying to fight their battles. No, girl, this is just a lesson, woman to woman. Don't do it. Don't do it. What you need to focus on, like, making a phenomenal song, because you're kind of already at a disadvantage being a Doechii in a world where Doja Cat reigns supreme. The whole swamp pussy thing, or a swamp princess, drop that. Drop that. All the gun stuff, drop that. Drop that. And you just, yeah. Like, Kendrick, you're doing it so wrong. And you know, it's so funny. After I declined the Doechii collab, then I get this message from, like, one of Kendrick's guys, and it's like, oh, Kendrick wants you to come to LA to work on a song, but you've got to sign an NDA. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so you guys got to sign an NDA too. And then they went radio silent. And this happened literally, like, days after I was like, okay, this Doechii girl is fucking weird. Like, she's, like, shooting black women in the head. This is not what I'm about. But I think Kendrick is, like, extra doubly mad. I remember playing some festival in Seasget, something like that. And my brother was like, oh, Kendrick Lamar wants to meet you. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, bring him in, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, my makeup's done, my hair is done, whatever. And I guess he was, like, standing in front of me for 10 minutes, and I didn't notice, because I did not think that he was that tiny. He was, like, really tiny. And, you know, when you're in show mode, you're just like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck is my MAC concealer. You're just going ham. Like, and my brother nudges me, and he's like, is it Kendrick? And I look down, and I'm like, whoa, you're really tiny. Like, yeah, I think that's where, I think that was the beginning of Kendrick's, like, secret hatred for Azealia Banks. But I honestly did not mean it. I didn't mean it. I was just surprised. I didn't know he was short and shorter than me. I'm 5'2". So Kendrick's got to be like 4'9". And, you know, when they take the photos, you know, they might be, like, expanding his jaw and stuff like that, because he looked like a child. He looked like a baby. And I was kind of like, oh, and oh, shit. The trials and the fucking, like, trials and tribulations of Azealia Banks are fucking wild. But yeah, I don't care. And then, I mean, okay, JT, I had a lot. No, I was like really rooting for JT, but recently it's just been seeming like you're just like really vapid and weird. Like when I saw the tweet about I've been had tits on care credit, I was like, oh my fucking god, like what the fuck is going on? And I mean, like, no, like nah, Carisha and JT, you guys gotta get back together. I don't know what like fucked that up, but like I love the City Girls. Like I love the two of you together. Whatever beef you guys are going through is not worth like the fucking fun of the City Girls together. You know, as soon as JT hopped on that track with Nicki, I was like, oh god. And I mean, like, you're probably upset because you really should not have been on that track with Nicki. Like, it's like, who were those other girls on that track? Who the fuck is a fucking Akbar? Like, girl, you are like, you're an A-list celeb. You should not be on fucking tracks with like these bitches, and especially not for, once again, another person who is like too afraid to do their own bidding. Like JT, just like wrangle it in real quick. Like wrangle it in, please. Yes, we gotta like tailor the clothes. We gotta put the bra on you. Like we gotta like, yes. Like, no, the ghetto internet shit is not for you. So I guess it's like mad bitches link up for the, you know, Azealia Banks tribute, because that's totally what it was. Like you guys are just not like mature enough to know how to insult me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a grown-ass woman. And with that said, I am more concerned for the two of you than I am angry, oppressed, or whatever. I would like to be flattered, because I would love for the song to be good, but it's not good, and the lighting on the video was bad, and Doechii, that wig is ratty.
But he kept going and going, and he was like, you have bad text etiquette. And then I was like, oh my god, Kanye's yelling at me, like, what do I do? But then I had this thought, and I was like, oh my god, maybe I can get him off Kim's case. Like, maybe I can distract him, like, just get him to like me. And I knew, I was like, if anyone can do it, it's me, because when I set my mind to something, I do it. And I will say that month that we spent together, he wasn't on Twitter, first of all. He wasn't on any forms of social media. He didn't even talk about his relationship. We only really talked about clothes and like weird ideas and plans for the future and our hopes and dreams for childhood and education. And like, it was really beautiful, guys. The moment he started tweeting, I was out. And that's the thing. It's like, the media reported on our relationship ending like a week after it happened or something. So during that week, I think you guys thought that.
That's what I'm talking about. Give the girls pop culture. And yes, everybody in the hip hop and whatever that be online, like, okay, stop trying to other like Vogue music or house music or music that is made by a gay person as white people music or whatever the fuck. Like, cause actually no, those are all our musics. Yeah, you know. And let's grow up and move on, because we already could see that the motherfuckers is out here sex trafficking. Okay, I don't want to hear shit else about nothing in the fucking black shade room, the black Twitter, the black whatever, because y'all fuck with the sex trafficking cons. Because when you really fucking break it down, the ballroom girls the girls making the Vogue music. That is the only real, authentic hip-hop left. You don't want to know why? Because they're not killing one another. They're not denigrating themselves and one another. They're doing it for the pure joy. They're doing it for self-expression, and they're doing it with no fucking backing, and they're still eating all your faves. They're still tearing it up. All these niggas sucking dick for a deal in a chain. Ha! Niggas was sucking dick for a deal in a motherfucking Marcinite chain. And still sound like shit. Ugh. And fuck all the fucking, who cares what you think about sexuality? That is some of the best music in the world. Why the fuck wouldn't Black culture want to claim it? Why would we want to give that away? Why would we want to ostracize them? Why wouldn't we give them the platform? Why wouldn't we do that? Why would we use them and then discard them? What the fuck? I always say Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy is like one of the most talented people in the motherfucking world. In the motherfucking world. Byrell the Great is so fucking talented. Oh my gosh. Like, no. That's hip hop. It's Black culture. It's not gay hip hop. It's not gay music. It's hip hop. It's Black culture. Because they're Black, bitches. Like, we're just not doing this. We're not doing this anymore. We're not doing this anymore. Like, okay, we already knew that all y'all rap niggas suck dick. We already knew that. But now that it's gotten to the point where it's like, okay, you preying on the children and doing this, that, and the third, and those are the same motherfuckers that felt like, oh, I was bad for business, you know. But meanwhile, look at the type of shit they was doing behind doors. We're not doing this. We're not doing this anymore. We're not doing this anymore. We're not giving away our grades to like sit up with XYZ fucking white publication and basically, you know, jerk them to tears about being a black person. How does it feel to be Black and gay? Fuck you. No, we gotta have more pride in our shit. It's no shade, it's all tea. But that Martha character and that shit that Nicki be doing, she got that from Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy. Like all of that, like animation and shit and all that stuff, that's from Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy. That's how you know low-key like Safari is like the super duper duper con. Ha! Safari was like, no bitch, do this. Like literally, Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy is the blueprint for everything Nicki Minaj that we love. You know what I'm saying? All the classic shit, all that shit.